everybody, welcome back to my channel. Today I am going to start this September setup with unboxing of Cocoa Daisy, and I'm not just going to open everything and ooh and ah over it. I also sort of have a process for how I separate everything out so that I pretty well have a system now of how I use everything that comes in my kits. And so as soon as I open everything, I used to want to sort of keep all the kits together, but then I realized that that's kind of silly and I need to separate things in as far as function rather than just what kit they came in. So I'm going to open up what I received for September and show you how I separate it out for later use. So here's when you open the Cocoa Daisy box, you always get a card with the title of the kit for the month, which is Back Porch, and then on the back is the information about the inspiration for the kit that Christine includes, which is kind of nice to have. So I'm going to put that to the side and start with the planner kit. So I am subscribed to the B6 planner kit, which is what this is. So let's take everything out of here and start separating. All right, first up is washi, and I will put that over to the side. We've got a bow charm and a clip, and I'm going to go ahead and open these because there's probably going to be more than one clip, and I'm going to put those to the side. Also, wow, here's a really pretty piece of vellum that is got constellations on it and foiled. So I'll put that. That's going to go with the papers. So there's always a notepad, and this notepad is super cute, but I'm a little bit bummed that there's no dot grid or graph on here. I don't like to use blank paper without any guidelines or marks on it because my handwriting like goes uphill and it's just not neat, and then that bothers me. So I'll probably take this to school and use it to scribble notes on. So that's gonna kind of just go to the side on its own. Here is the Dori booklet. This is the B6 Dori booklet, and I ordered this month. I'm planning on, I've been using personal wide rings, and I was cutting down the B6 Dori booklet to personal wide size, which was really easy. Basically, you take out the staples and cut it down the middle and then trim just a tiny bit off each edge, and this was perfect for personal wide. However, I am going to try an A6 rings for September, which means I need to cut it down fairly significantly. And Jen Bailey, who's on the Cocoa Daisy Planner team, showed me how to cut down, and she's got a blog up too if you look at their website, how to cut down the B6 Dori to A6 size. But I also purchased, somewhere else here in my box, and I'll get to it in a few minutes, I also purchased a Standard Dori, and I think I'm going to try cutting that one down too. That one is a narrower width. It's almost the exact width size of A6, but it's much, much taller. So really only the top or bottom needs to be trimmed. I'm going to see which one of these I like better. So there's the Dori booklet. And then I've got 3 sets of stickers, and there are going to be other stickers elsewhere in the kit. So I'm going to make myself a little separate sticker pile. I love that you get these numbers and whatnot. These are for the tabs, which you'll see in just a second. Gosh, the artwork is just stunning. The colors, oh, amazing. And then here you get 6 papers. So they are double-sided. So you have tree and owl. Oh my goodness, he's adorable. Branches and sort of acrylics, stripes and feathers. And then it repeats 3 more of the same pattern. So I use these to make dashboards and dividers, so I'm going to put them in the same pile as my vellum because that's going to be considered sort of a like divider decorative situation. Here's a pen. I like this pen, you guys. This is the, I think, 2nd or 3rd month that we've gotten this style of pen. It's got a little thing on the end here. This is like a gel pen. Hello. It writes pretty nicely, and the pattern on it is lovely. It goes with the kit, so that'll go in my pen loop. I'll just put that over to the side. And then, super cute. Oh, and this is a lot heavier than it looks, you guys. This is like heavy duty canvas. It does not look like it in other photos that I've seen. This is a really, really nice heavy duty canvas. Instead of a zipper pouch, they sent this tote, which I think is going to be perfect to use as a planner pouch. I'll put my planner in there and my stickers and stuff for carrying in my tote bag. This is just super, gosh, I love these colors. This little hint of mauve and the browns are lovely. So that's sort of a little extra something that's going to go also to the side. There's sticky notes, which I'll go ahead and take those out of the package. They look like moons. It's like a moon, so that's kind of really pretty. I'll put that with the notepad. And then the first package of die cuts. So I separate my die cuts into sort of 3 categories. I just use these little dishes to do that. So I put the tabs. This little package has the tabs and mostly decorative die cuts. So like the owl, any of these that are like large decorative that I could run through my Xyron machine and make stickers out of. Now I put the words separately. So I've got the pictures, the moons, the feathers, but then I put the words in a different tray. Whoops, that tree should have gone over here. Butterfly, and I can see I have quite a large pile. And then this is probably my favorite part of the entire planner kit, believe it or not, is the tabs. I stinking love the tabs. And there are always 6 of them, of these large tabs in the planner kit, and I wish there were 600 because I just adore them. So that's gonna go in this other little dish. And I'm gonna put those over to the side for a minute. That was the entire planner kit. Okay. Now I'm going to open up the planner add-on kit and sort these items in with my other items. So here's another washi. Oh, this one's pretty. It's got, you see it's got like little glowing, almost like fireflies, I think. Dark blue sky fireflies. This one I didn't show you very closely. It's moons, like phases of the moon. That's going to be really pretty. So those 2 items go together. Here's a pad of ink. Lately we've been getting pads of ink in the kit, which is awesome because I think I'm definitely going to want to do some stamping this month. And I think I saw Trisha's video. This is a nice dark blue. Ooh, look at that. That is like a beautiful dark indigo color. That is going to be lovely. So I'm going to put that over kind of to the side by itself. So here we have another package of die cuts. So let me get my little tray back again. And these are mostly, these are more functional ones, I guess. I don't know how you describe that, but there are ones like this that is like a picture and words. I put those with my picture die cuts. There's another tree. Here are a couple more tabs. These are smaller. Well, one's sort of medium and then one is small. I put those with my tabs. Here's something that's just words. Here, let's see. We got a butterfly here. It can go with the pictures. And then these like functional sort of page flags. I put those with the words. These are meant to be folded and then put like on a, like on a paper clip to make like a little, oh my goodness, come on now, to make like a little page topper. I almost never use these shapes, but I put them over here with the functional stickers, or die cuts rather. The weekend one also goes there. There's always a weekend one, which is nice. And then these 2 I put with the picture die cuts. So that takes care of that. Here are 3 more clips, and these clips are already made. So I'm gonna put, oh, look at them. I'm gonna put them, oh, cute. It's almost like a hair, like a bobby pin. I'm gonna put these over with the other clips. And I just get rid of the packaging as I go along because there's no reason to hang on to all that. Stamp set. I do keep the packaging for the stamp set, so I'm not going to take that out. This is really cute. It's got fireflies, arrows. This will be cute to use, definitely. Put that to the side. And then this little envelope has some more stickers and a couple of cards. So here's a pretty journaling card. I usually use these cards for my bookmarks. So I'm going to put those sort of in its own little separate pile. Here's a little card. And then there are 3 more pages of stickers, and these are going to go in the pile with the other stickers. By the time I get done here, I'm going to have a ton of stickers. And then 1 more card. It's a little bit bent, but that's okay. Once it gets stuck down to the Dori booklet, it will be fine. So that's going to go over here with the cards. Okay. Oh, and then there's these cute little puffy stickers that come with paper clips. So you can, again, put this through the paper clip and make like a little topper. And then there's these little hearts, which are cute. So I'm just going to put those over to the side. I'm not sure what I'm going to do with those. Then we have the pocket memory keeping kits. So let me pull this out and start separating. And here is another owl clip. Sometimes your clips may double up. So now I have 2 of those. And here is another package of die cuts. So let me open these and sort them out with the others. There we go. Oh, let's see. Okay, so words that are like a shape. Oh, that's cute. Monday, Tuesday, look at that. Days of the week. That's cute. Oh, nuts. Stay a while, child. More tabs. Yes. Very, very happy about the tabs. And then, let's see, all of these little flags and arrows and whatnot, I just consider those to be little functional bits. And those go over here with these. Same with the little flag. I've got little bits of punched parts sticking to me. Those are going to go there. Oh, and the leaf missed. And then let's see, inside here we have some, oh, look at that. So here's this is like a, I think it's made out of plastic to the moon and back. I'm not sure how I will use that. That might be kind of cool on as a decoration. And then also in here are some plastic dimensional stars. Ooh, okay, I'm getting ideas here for what to do with this. I don't want to lose these, so I am going to keep these back in the bag with that and tuck those over to the side. I've got more stickers. Ooh, there's like some washi strips here and some like half boxes that are wide and skinny, so that's perfect. Those are going to go over here with all my stickers. And then another stamp set, and I am like extra super excited about these, the days of the week. That I'm going to absolutely use the crap out of this month. And then these are cute. Don't forget this, do all the things, the little moons. I think I'll definitely be using that a bunch. So I'm putting that with my other stamp set. We always get in the pocket memory keeping kit, and I think the 12 by 12 also, some letter stickers. So I'm gonna put these with my stickers, because they're stickers. And then there are some 6 by 6 papers. And these I usually use to create my bookmarks. I have one for the month, one for the day, and then one for my tracker. Although I'm using some different inserts this month, so I'm not really sure what I'm going to be making my bookmarks for, but whatever I do, these papers are beautiful. They're also double-sided, but they're all different, which is nice. And all the colors, wow, there's a ton of them this time. Maybe there always are, and I just, ooh, I like that one with the moons. Maybe they're just, there always are, and I just never notice. But this is gonna go in the pile over here with my papers and my vellum. Here are some more dimensional little puffy decorator things. So this will be cute to put on some of my planner pages or maybe some of my dividers or dashboards. So what did I do with those other ones? I think I'll put those with the stickers because they stick. And then this little envelope has the pocket cards. And honestly, I almost never use these, or maybe I just use a couple of them. I really should do more with them. But I've been thinking about whether or not I should stop getting this kit, but I like all the other stuff that comes in it, so I hate to stop getting it. There are these larger cards that I think are maybe 4 by 6 or close to it, that have like, it's like a month at a glance card. Oh gosh, you guys, look at that. I just love that. Oh, this owl. He would be really cute cut out somewhere. The last days of summer. Oh, I'm so sad, you guys. I started back at work today. I'm a teacher, and our official start date is next Monday. I'm doing this video on Monday the 13th. Our official start date is the 20th, but I always go in a week early to get my classroom put together. So I'm so sad I started work back today, the last days of summer indeed. I'm gonna put these with the other cards. And then here's a whole pile of just beautiful, oh my God, beautiful pocket cards. There's always the previous month and the current month calendar. Look at that. Oh my gosh, you know, normally I don't have a ton of use for these cards, but holy crap, these are beautiful. OMG. Oh my gosh. Okay, I've got to figure out how to actually use these this time. These are too pretty not to use. Wow. Okay, put those over there with the cards. So that was the pocket memory keeping kit. Now comes the classified kit. By the time you, even though today is August 13th, by the time you see this video, it's going to be almost September. Or right after the beginning of September. So you probably have already seen what's in here. If for some reason you haven't, close your eyes right now and turn away, and I'll tell you when you can look again. But I'm sure most of you have probably already seen. So let me just make sure I've got everything out of the bag. Okay. And we start off with this lovely piece of acetate. Oh my gosh, I need a piece of white paper so you can see behind there. Oh, look at that. Oh my goodness, seriously, holy moly. Okay, that's gonna go with the papers. We've got some page flags. That's cool. I don't think we've seen page flags in a while. I've only been subbing since February of this year. Ooh, I'm kind of digging these. Okay, I gotta find a place to put these for sure. Let me just put those to the side right now. And then I love the classified kit because that's where you're always gonna find the Simon card. And I just freaking love him. It's so fun, you guys. Before I subbed to Cocoa Daisy, I was kind of like, Simon, you know, he's all right. I don't really get the hype. And then I started getting him, and there's something about his little face that I just love. And this card is gorgeous. I always use the Simon card to decorate the front of my wallet. So you'll see that later on in the video. So he's going with the cards. We've got a couple more pages of beautiful decorative stickers. They are gonna go over here with the stickers. And, ooh, look at this. Some adhesive pockets. Ooh. Oh, ho, 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 look at that. These are printed right on the front. Oh my gosh. Oh my goodness. Okay. These are fabulous. These are fabulous. Love them. I'm going to put those with the papers because I probably will use those on the papers. And then we have ourselves some doilies. And oh my gosh, these are so thin and delicate. I love that sort of paint spatter look. These two are gorgeous. They look like wood. Love. And then these two large ones. Oh my gosh. Oh my goodness. Okay, I'm gonna have to do something good with these two. Oh wow. Oh, beautiful. And one more washi that looks like, I'm not really sure what the pattern is. I think maybe the feathers. It's just kind of hard to see. Lots of purples in this one though, so that's going to be fun. So that goes over there with the washi. And then the last thing that I get, well, there's two more things in here. So the sticker subscription. Let me open this up. Pull these out. All right, so these are the stickers that I used to do like my daily plans. So there's the sheet of full boxes and some washi strips, which again, look at all the artwork, it's just stunning. Some checklists, your half and quarter boxes, some hydration boxes, some word fetty. We've got these, which is, we've got some decorative stickers, another weekend sticker, so that's kind of fun because you've also got the weekend banner here. And then some headers. I love this. I love the hexies, and I love these guys down here. I normally don't use these because I'm just not sure what to do with them. Maybe I'll come up with a way to use those. And then this page of translucent washi strips. And there's usually 2 narrow and 1 wide, but the wide one, if you cut it in half, ends up being the same width as a narrow. So I can get 4 strips out of each color, and if there's 4 weeks in the month, then that means I can use each one 4 times. So that works out well. So this is going over here with all the stickers. So between all those kits, guys, look at all the stickers. I mean, I know that's a lot of kits, but it is almost impossible to use all of these, and you have enough to decorate the entire month, never mind 1 week. We've also got here the dashboard subscription, and the dashboard sub comes with both personal and A5. And unlike the papers, these are only printed on the front, not the back, and they are identical between the 2 sizes. So I'm just going to show you the personal ones. There's that one. Oh, here's a Walt Disney quote. If you can dream it, you can do it. This is a beautiful quote too. Lovely. Make your dreams happen. And then the September, I usually put this right in the front of my planner. So again, I'm going to have to sort of think about how I'm going to, I normally, when I was using my personal wide planner, the dashboard space was perfect for the personal dashboards, because then the extra vinyl part over here was where the holes were punched, and the whole thing was the right size, and I barely had to trim these. For A6, I think I'm gonna have to get fancy, and I don't know if it's gonna be better to cut down the A5 or to use the personal. It just depends. I think maybe the A6 will be too wide for this, so I could either use this and back it with something, but then I'm gonna have to cut off top and bottom, and I may lose a lot of the artwork. So this, the day that I do this, there's probably gonna be a lot of talking through there. And then these are the exact same. So they are absolutely gorgeous. Those are gonna go over here with all the papers. Okay, and then here's what I mentioned, that I had bought the extra standard Dori this time, because I may, and it's exactly like the B6, it's just, it has all the same artwork and all the same pages, it's just taller and thinner. It is already about the right width for A6, but it is quite a bit taller, so I would lose a whole lot of artwork on each page, but depending on how I cut it, like I would keep the top and cut the bottom here, but then I was gonna say then the next page would have to be, I don't know, guys, I'll have to see. I'll have to see which one of them cuts down better. It may very well be the B6, but I wanted to try and see. So, so there's everything, and I've got everything divided up. So I have my 3 washies together. I have all my papers, all the papers, vellum, acetate, doilies, dashboards are all together. The cards are all together. My 2 stamp sets are together. My die cuts are all separated, so I know what I'm going for. I've got all my stickers over here. I've got my Dori booklets, and then my random things like notepads, pen, this little pouch, and the sticky pads. So there you go, guys. That's everything. And next up after this, I think I'm going to be putting together my dividers and divider tabs. So I will see you shortly. Alrighty then, so now that all my kit items are separated out, I'm going to start by making my dashboards to go inside my vinyl dashboards, my dividers, which will divide my sections. I'm going to cut the acetate and vellum that came in the kit just to put in there decoratively, and then I'm going to make 2 bookmarks. One for the current month and one for the current day, so that those sections are really easy to flip to. So what I'm going to use for the bookmarks, I'm using a large piece of patterned paper, and then a couple of the cards that came in the pocket memory keeping kit. These small 6x6 papers also came in that kit. These large papers came in the planner kit. The cards are from the pocket memory keeping kit. And so I always choose large pattern paper and cards, and I also need some tabs. Now, the 6 large tabs are going to be for my dividers. So those are going to go over here for now. The 2 tiny tabs, I don't have 2 tiny tabs. These are different sizes. Ooh. Okay, so 2 of these are going to be for when I cut up my Dori booklet. So I'm going to put those also aside for now. And then so the other 2 I will use to make my bookmarks. And yeah, let's see how that's going to go. For the divider, or for the dashboards rather, I'm going to use 4 of the dashboards that came in the dashboard kit. So the dashboard kit, as you saw, comes with 6 personal size dashboards, and then these exact same pattern in A5. And I'm going to be using an A6 hybrid rings in strings. This is actually a traveler's notebook with the elastics, and I've put in a set of A6 rings, and this is just it's going to be a little bit tight here for closing. My tabs might stick out a little bit, but I'm just going to live with it because I really want to try this size. I think I've been using personal wide up until now for, since almost a year. And now my favorite leather company, Foxy Fix, is about to come out with A6 rings. And so I want to try this size and see, because I really think it's going to be perfect for me. The personal wide is just a wee bit too big. Personal is a little bit too narrow for me. So I'm going to try this. So what I'm going to have to do is take the personal size dashboards and cut those down to fit inside of these A6 dashboard sleeves. The width is going to be almost okay. I'll have to take just a little bit off the width. It's the height that I'm going to have to sort of finagle a little bit. So what I'll do is take 2 of these back to back in one, and then 2 of these back to back in the other, and I'll have those 2 things done. So right now this is just going to be me kind of trimming them to get them to fit in here. Okay, so my trimming is definitely not perfect here. There's a tiny little bit sticking out right there, but I really don't want to take any more off the sides of these, especially like this one. It would just be, you know, I'm already like right up to the edge of the circle almost. So it's not perfect, but considering that I had to cut these down from personal, I don't think they look too bad. And the reason I didn't choose the other two, if I can find those, I'll show you why. Because there are 6 dashboards that come in the dashboard kit, is because these were like top to bottom patterns. I was gonna have to cut like a whole bunch of the arrow off because I wouldn't really be able to cut off the top, and then I would lose this border on one end and it would be weird. And then this one I'd either have to cut off, I mean bottom, top, I wouldn't be able to fit. Like I wouldn't be able to fit from the poem all the way down. It would just be weird looking. So that's why I did not choose these two. It was convenient that these 4 were able to get cut down. So I'll put these in, actually in my planner at the end when I'm done with that. So that takes care of that. Next thing I'm gonna do is create my 6 divider pages. And I have chosen 3 of the papers that, the large papers that come in the planner kit. These are double-sided, and I had to have this guy. It's gonna take some finagling to get around him. I think he's gonna end up just the perfect size, but I had to have him. So I'm gonna use these 3, and then I found these 3 papers out of the pocket memory keeping kit, and I love this one with the star map on it. So what I'm gonna do is take all 6 of these papers and cut them to A6 insert size, which is approximately 104 millimeters by 146 millimeters. And then once I get those done, I will show you how I do the tabs for those. Alrighty, so I've got my dividers cut, and I just need to decide what is going to be the front of each one. Ooh, I kind of like the flower one. I kind of like the stripe side. Definitely the owl. And ooh, that's kind of pretty. I'm gonna go with that. Okay, so, and then I'm gonna kind of just put these in like a generic sort of order of how I want them. Like that. I want this guy first because I just love him. So, okay. So now what I'm gonna do is decide which tab should go with each one. I like to sort of mix up the patterns. So like, even though like this tab has the owl on it, I don't want to put that on him. I'd rather he go on something else. So I like to just sort of mix these up a little bit and not worry about the colors so much. Like I'll put the moons there. I think that one there. Yeah. That's acorns. I wasn't sure what that was. I don't really love that one. I also don't really love this paper, but there you go. Okay, so for each tab, I am going to, even though Cocoa Daisy gives you this little sticker page, maybe I should actually use some of these. The problem is that some of the Some of the things I would use for my dividers, and then some of them I wouldn't. And I can't stand that my tabs don't all look the same. So I'm gonna not use that. I'm just gonna handwrite my sections. So the first section is my like monthly, months, you know, month pages. So I'm just gonna put 2018 on this. That's gonna go there. The second one is my weekly plans. So I'm just gonna handwrite weekly. The third one is gonna be my social media posts. The fourth one is going to be my expenses section. The fifth one is bills. I keep a bill tracker. And then the last one is my shop codes. I'm just gonna put codes. I think shop codes might be a little bit too long for that, so I'll just put codes. Because when you have to buy all the planner things, you need the shop code so that you can save some monies. Okay, so then what I'm going to do is I use, these tabs come just plain black, plain backed rather, sorry, without any adhesive. So I use a little bit of this little skinny, this is called score tape. It's double-sided. You roll it out on one side, then you peel the paper off. And so I'm going to use a little strip of this on each side so that I can stick the tab down on there. So I'm going to go ahead and do all 6 of these. You know, looking at this work, you would think I wasn't a perfectionist. Okay, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. That takes care of those. I need to punch the holes, which I'll do for those in a minute. So those can go over here with my dashboards. Okay, next up, I'm going to take this beautiful acetate and this vellum and just cut this to A6 size. I wonder if I can get 2 pieces out of this. Ooh, wouldn't that be amazing? Let's take a look at the measurements and see, because it would be lovely to be able to use this in more than one place. Let's see. So if I have this be the side-to-side measurement of 104, can I get another one out of it? I can. Oh my gosh, I'm so happy. And then, do I want to keep, I need something white. I think I want to keep this bottom part is so beautiful, this purpley color, so I'm going to cut the top part off. So 140, I misspoke before, it really should be about 147. I mean, although, you know, is anybody going to notice like a millimeter off? Probably not. So there's that. And then let's see what this one looks like. Ooh. Do these have like a side that's more vibrant than the other? Yes, they do. Okay, there's the front of that one, and that one definitely I don't know, this looks more vibrant to me here. And I think I'm gonna cut off the bottom and keep the purple. I like purple, y'all. You may or may not have noticed. 2, 4, 6, 7. And I'm gonna trim a little tiny bit. Oh my gosh, I'm so glad I checked to see if that would work. That was exciting. All right, so let me trim off. So this one too, I'm gonna do the same thing. So I'm gonna go over to 104. Side by side to side, do another 104, which is going to conveniently take off this little crunchy corner, and then I'm going to cut off the rest of the little crunchy corner. I had one corner here on this belt that was a little icky. It came a little bit bent in the package, and I'm just trimming that right off. Oh my gosh, I'm so happy that I got 4 pieces out of there, yay. Okay. Now what I need to do is make my 2 bookmarks. So, what I'm gonna do is trim down. This is gonna be like the background card, and then I'm gonna put this card on here just with a little bit of washi tape. And then I'm going to put the tab on it and then laminate the whole thing. So here's what I'm gonna do for a quick second. I'm gonna go turn on my laminator. I'm gonna find my corner rounder because I like to round the corners on these. And then I'm going to get my hole puncher and I'm gonna come right back. So sing yourself a little song or something while I'm gone. All right, I'm back. Here's what I went and got one of the bookmarks out of my current planner. This is basically what it's gonna end up looking like. So there's the background paper, there's the card, a little bit of washi, the tab, and then laminated and hole punched. So I'm pretty sure when I made this one, yeah, that's a good size. So I'm gonna use this as a guideline for the size for this time. So let's see, ruler. 3.5 by 4 3/4. All right, 3.5 by 4 3/4. All right, 4 3/4, 3.5. 4 3/4. Okay. All right, so now what I'm gonna do is I'm going to use, I've got 2 corner rounders here. One makes little corner rounds and one makes big ones. So I'm gonna use the little one on the cards and the big one actually on this card. I don't know why it is that everything else is square, but for whatever reason, these bookmarks make me happier if they are rounded. Go figure. So that's what we're doing. Ooh, that's a pretty background, that wood, fake wood background. Okay. All right, get all these little punched pieces off of here and into the trash. Okay. So now what I'm going to do is take some of the Cocoa Daisy washi, and I'm just gonna washi these down at a little bit of an angle like this, kind of toward the bottom. Just a little piece here and here, really just decorative. And I think I will use the moon on this one. And I like when you first unroll the washi, you know, it has this straight edge. I like it to look a little bit used, so I tear it off to have an angled edge. I don't know, it's just, why do I do that? Just because, there we go. Just because it looks a little more casual, I guess. I don't know what I'm trying to say there, but I just like how that looks a little better. All right, so there's those two, and then I think I want this one. It's just like the sky. It's like the night sky with like fireflies, and I know that kind of goes with what I have here, but I can't help it, I just like it. And can I say, I love that this month's kit has a skinnier washi and two wider ones. The last few kits I think have had all like the wide, and I love to use a skinny washi. I mean, it's not super skinny, but you know, skinnier as a sort of an accent washi, so I really am kind of happy about that. There we go. Okay. Now the tab situation, I'm gonna put the purple one there and the green one there, one on the left, one on the right, and I use one for the current month and one for the current day. So this one I'm gonna put, I think I'll do print instead of cursive. So this one is gonna say SEPT for September, and this one is just gonna say today. There we go. And then I'm gonna attach them the same way with the score tape, but I'll put one tab on the left, this is the month one, and one tab over on the right, so that when they're in the top of my notebook, they're not like right behind each other. They're offset. So let me get this. I can hear my laminator heating up behind me, you guys, and it's that one that was recalled, you know, that Scotch one that like everybody has. And I just, rather than pay to send it back and have all that nonsense, I just decided I would keep it and just really watch it closely. So yeah, let's hope that it doesn't, let's hope this is not the day that it decides to overheat and burn my house down. It is literally on a table like behind me, so it's all good. So let me put September on here. Oh, hi, Christine, wouldn't it be handy if you could actually read September? Okay, that was dumb. Yeah, I guess it does kind of stick up, doesn't it? I couldn't remember if my other ones kind of stuck up like that. There we go. All right, turn that one over. So there's that, and then this guy is going to go on the right side. Today, about right there. I just got to be able to see it. The tab. Okay, so let me pop over and laminate these and I'll come right back. Alrighty, so we're back. We're laminated and now we're going to trim around the edges here. Alrighty, when I laminate these guys, because the tab is kind of thick, I end up putting it through front ways, and then I run it through again upside down, and then I run it through again this way, and then I run it through again that way, trying to seal up all these edges. I do end up cutting through the seal in just a couple of spots right up here around the tab, but it's not enough to actually make it gap and come undone. So there you go. Okay, so now what I need to do is hole punch all of these things that I cut. This is the hole punch that I use. I'm not sure how you say the name of the company, Rapesco maybe. And I like this one because it will do all different sizes. I don't know if you can see. The holes move back and forth, and they'll do pocket, mini, A6, A5, personal, slimline, like all these different ones. And so can I just say, and I say this from experience, before you hole punch, double check and make sure it's on the correct setting. When I was first deciding to play with the A6 inserts, I was playing around with them, and then I went to do some work on my personal wide stuff, and I made this whole big thing, and I went and hole punched it, and then realized that I still had it set on A6 instead of pushing it back to personal, and I had to do those pages all over again. So just, you know, always double check. So let me see if I put this up here, where the hole's gonna go through. Okay, so I'm gonna put this like, ooh, look at that, perfect, 5, okay. Just like this. Oh man, it's hard to see, so I want the top of that to line up with the edge. Hopefully that's pretty close to the other one. Yeah, pretty close, okay. And then all of these, hole punch. Dividers. Alrighty, so what's in here so far right now is just my inserts. Here's my August insert. This is from Annie Plans Printables, but I am going to use these big fold-out ones from Peanuts Planner Co. starting in September, because I'm going to be using this for work, and the boxes need to be big enough that I can put multiple things in there. I'm going to try this month something different. I'm not going to put my work stuff back on my weekly pages. Where are they? I was using daily pages for August, and I was putting work stuff and home stuff on them, and I'm gonna, instead of doing daily, I'm gonna switch to weekly. And so rather than put my work stuff here, I'm gonna keep my work stuff just on the calendar, because I like that I can see the month at a glance, and like if something, you know, if we're here and something is due here, I can see it coming up, and so I can sort of leave myself time to get things done. And when I was just having a daily page, I didn't have that sort of look ahead feature. So we're gonna try something new. So I'm gonna use this fold out because it's a little bit bigger for my month. So once August is done, I'm gonna be pulling this out and just going with here. But there's gonna be for the monthly. And hello monthly, where are you? Right there. So the 2018 actually is gonna go after August. Right there. Since this is going to be September, the September bookmark that I just made, and hi, where are you? That is going to go there. So I've got all the monthly foldouts here. Then we get to the weekly. This is going to be the start of the weekly plans right there. And that first week is where the today bookmark is going to go. And this is weird for me, guys, because I only need like, 4 or 5 weeks in here. So it feels weird to have the whole month only be in this many pages, but what have you. Expenses is the next, no, social media posts, my bad. Go right there. Okay. Then, expenses, we'll go here. And then, I think there are a lot of these pages. And then my bills, we'll go here. And my shop codes, insert will go here. And then, let's see, I've got, so 4 of these pretties. And I really think I want to have the acetate on like where there's white behind it so I can see how pretty it is. Like for example right here. Oh yeah. Like that. Oh my gosh. Oh God, that is so beautiful. Let's see, is there another one back here? No, so I'll do the one that was up in the front that was kind of so-so. Do I want to put it behind the weekly? So I don't know about you guys, but I just talk myself through my planning process all the time. So we'll put that there. And I think I'll put let's put a vellum right here, just because I can. And let's put a vellum right here, just because I can. And then the 2 dashboards, so September, the one with the month always goes right up in the front, and these rings are getting full already. This is gonna be interesting because I still have more inserts to put in here. And then the second one, I just kind of find a space where I like it. So let's see, so there we'll have September, we got the weekly, we got something there, social media, expenses. What if we put it right here? There's nothing here. And there we go. All right, so we're getting a little chunked up here. Oh, I still have a ton of space. The next thing that I'm gonna do, and you look, see how my tabs stick out a little bit? That's because this is not actually a ring planner. But like I said, I'm going to live and deal with it. My elastic is not too tight, so I don't have to worry about killing those. The next thing I'm gonna do, you guys, is I'm gonna get the last of my inserts in. So I've got the Standard Dori that I can cut down, or I've got the B6 Dori, which I can cut down. Basically, I tried the B6 before, and you end up losing one whole strip. So like you can get 2 of these narrow boxes and then either top decoration or bottom decoration. The Standard Dori I've never played with before. I'm not really sure about that. I think that width-wise, here, this is an extra Foxy dashboard. Width-wise, yeah, it's almost the right width, so I don't have to cut any artwork off the sides, but you can see it's gonna be about the same as the other. I'm gonna end up losing either one whole strip, but can I say that the 2 that are left are a lot wider? Let me find this same page. So here's the same page in the B6 story. Yeah, so the Standard Dori, the actual writing space is wider. Whereas with the B6, it's narrower, and I would get, so I think I'm gonna try this one and see how it goes. Here's gonna be the problem though, and I'll warn you ahead of time, that sometimes the artwork that I'm gonna wanna keep is at the top, which, you know, that's easy enough. But then sometimes the beautiful artwork is at the bottom. Actually, like this page, most of it though seems to be at the top, doesn't it? I think that's gonna make my life easy. I think I may just cut them all the same. Yippers. All right, but that is for another day. That's gonna be for the next segment. So I'll see you back here in just a few minutes to work on that. Thanks guys for hanging out with me here. Alrighty, so dashboards, dividers, vellum, acetate are done. And now it is time to cut the pages of my Dori. The only ring pages that come in Cocoa Daisy kits are personal and A5. So if you use any other size ring planner, like I'm going to be using this A6 hybrid ring planner until Foxy Fix comes out with their real A6s, you have to basically either not use any Cocoa Daisy planner pages or take one of their Dori booklets and cut it down to fit. So I'm going to be cutting this standard booklet because it is almost the right width for A6, which means I won't lose any of the edge artwork on any of the pages. I'll trim just a little bit from the middle so that it's the right width, but it's quite a bit taller. So as I was telling you guys before, so I am going to lose quite a bit, almost a third of the height of the booklet, which, you know, I mean, it's not ideal, but it's workable. So what I'm going to do is I only found one page, this one, that has artwork on the bottom. Every other page has the bulk of the beautiful artwork at the top. So I'm going to be cutting the bottoms off of this, and it's going to end up being from the top right to this colored line, and it'll end up being just like that. So I'll lose one line of writing space, but that's okay. So I'm going to tell you my process for this and maybe show you the first couple of cuts, and then after that I'll speed up through it. Once I'm done cutting, I'm going to use not those stickers, I'm going to use the number stickers from these two sticker sets. This is from the planner add-on kit, and this is from the pocket memory keeping kit, to date the divided sections here in the front and also here in the back. The front part is my gratitude or one good thing journal. Every night I just jot down something that was good that happened or that I'm thankful for. And then in the back, this will be like my sort of health journal, where I'll just sort of jot down how my diet, exercise, sleep, and whatnot went for the day. And I will probably, I think I'm going to use these stamps, the day of the week stamps, which just came in the kit this month. And I can't remember, I'm sorry, which kit this was in, and it doesn't say. Same thing with this one. This one has the decorative stamps, and I love the little moon and stars right here, and the little jar with the fireflies and the little tiny arrows. It's just, there's some good stuff in here. So I'll probably use a little bit of this to decorate with at the end. So let's get to the cutting part. Excuse me, get this stuff to the side. So first thing I'm going to do is open the book and get the staples out. This part is a little rough on the nails, but I'm too lazy to go get a tool to use. Come on now. There we go. And then the other one. Okay. And I'll save the back cover to use for my art piece. That always goes in the front of my planner. That will be coming up in another segment. So let me get my trimmer here. And since I know I'm going to be just trimming in the center, here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to start from the back. Whoops. Hello. Okay. There we go. Had the whole book upside down there for a second. I'm going to start with the back page, and I'm going to do my best to keep these in order so I don't mess them all up. And the first thing I'm going to do, since I know that the width for the A6 is about 104 millimeters, I'm going to go ahead and line this up at 104. And there's the center of the booklet, and so there's the part trimmed off of that one. Then to get the same 104 from this one, I'm going to turn it upside down, put it through, and then line it up again at the 104 and trim there. and just don't forget to turn it back over. So now there's those 2 pages the right width. Now I need to make them the right height. So I'm going to turn, oh, I didn't realize I'm going to lose the squirrel too. Oh well. I'm going to turn and cut off the bottom of this. So remember that the height should be about 147. Right there. And right there. And I am literally going to pretty much exactly lose that squirrel. And then what I need to make sure that I do is keep these 2 pages in order. They're in the back. I'm going to put them to the side just like this. And then I'm going to go back to the bottom of the booklet again, the back. And I'm going to do the same thing on this page. So first thing is cut the width, 104. Cut the other side width also to 104. Turn and cut the bottom, 147. Turn and cut the other bottom, 147. And there we go. So there's those 2 pages. So now I'm going to put these 2 on top of the other 2. So now here's the book again from front to back. There's the back of the Dori booklet, which I love. And so now let me go ahead and go through. I'll just fast forward you through doing all the rest of these. All right, I'm going to stop here for a second to talk about this page. So take a look at the top up here. You see there's a quote, and it just so happens that on the back side there's another quote. If I line this up at 104 and cut right there, I'm going to lose the last 2 letters of the word love there. So here's what I'm going to do instead. I'm going to trim this as close to the E as I can get, and then I'm going to turn it around and line it up at the 104, and then trim there. So now I still have the right width, and I actually could have just pulled it all over here, because I got space there, but I didn't cut my quote off. So sometimes when you got words, you might have to do something like that. All right, so here are all my pages cut, and it's okay with me that the front calendar got cut off because I never used that anyway. So I may decorate this with something else, or I may just glue this to the cover page, the cover artwork page that I make, although I do kind of like that. So I don't know, I'll have to think about it. But if I did this right, sometimes keeping the pages in order can be a little bit tricky, but always go through and check and make sure that the pages that are supposed to be facing each other are. There's those quote pages. I have done this before where I needed to number the bottom of each page because I would be cutting them and turning and rotating, and then I would forget which one was supposed to go on what side. Or accidentally cut the top instead of the bottom. So if you need to do that, do not feel bad about it. But it looks like I got this one done correctly, which yay me. All right, and that means that everything is in the right order, and I can go ahead and punch the holes for this. Let me get all these scraps out of the way. All right, still got my A6 setting correct. Let me empty out all the little, I love this hole punch, but it doesn't hold a ton of little punched circles. It needs emptying rather frequently, but that's okay because it's such a good punch. All right, so let me go ahead. I can punch a couple pages at a time here. I'm punching first so that when I put on my date stickers and do my stamping, I know where the holes are and I don't accidentally put it too close to the edge and then end up punching through it. So. Super cute. Okay, now what I'm going to do is, you may remember from the last segment, I kept these two tabs out because I divide this booklet into two sections, and I use the front section that's divided with the grid is going to be my gratitude section, and then the back section that's also divided is going to be my health tracker section. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to put the tab on the first page that if I grab it and flip it over, I'll be at the first page of that section. So this is where the first tab is going to go. Let me slide this out of the way a little bit. And I'm going to do basically, guys, just like yesterday. So let me see, was I smart enough to bring my pens up here with me? Yes, I was. That's a rare day, guys. So this is going to be, I'm just going to put, it's not always gratitude, I'm just going to put journal. And then this one is going to be health. And just like yesterday, I will use my super skinny score adhesive. And there we go. So that is going to be my section, and this is going to go right up front. I think the very first thing in my notebook. So now what I want to do is think about decorating these pages. So for the journal section, what I'm going to need is the days of the week. So let me grab those stamps that I literally just had new right there. And I'm going to need numbers. And I'm thinking, I think I kind of want to use these for this section. I don't know why, I just feel like it. And here is a pro tip for you. These little stickers can be a devil to place, and I get really irritated if they're crooked. So these tweezers, you guys, are my best friends when it comes to these little stickers. I can like position it exactly, lay it down exactly where I want it, let it go, perfect. So I'm going to use the days, the weeks, and the numbers, and I think I'm going to try the ink from Cocoa Daisy. I want to see though if it goes through the paper before I do that. So I'm going to use one of these scraps that I just cut first, and let's test this ink and see how it works. What's the first day of September gonna be? Let me look back at my calendar and see. September 1st is a Saturday. So the first stamp that I will need is the Saturday stamp. Thursday, Friday, Saturday. Just peel this off. Give myself a block here. Okay, so let me see how this does. Oh my goodness, if I can get the top off. On this paper. Tap, 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 tap. This color, holy moly, that color is just beautiful. And I don't see any bleed through, so yay, that's going to work nicely. Okay, so basically what I'm gonna do, because I cut off a whole bottom section, I do not have room now to do 1 day per section, which I would do if I had all 3. So I'm gonna double up. So I'm gonna put a day at the top and a day at the bottom. So Saturday, Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, etc., etc. So I'm gonna fast forward you through while I do this. Okay, so now that the stamping is done, I'm gonna put my numbers on. So just starting with 1 for Saturday, 2, 3, 4, etc., etc. I hope I have enough for all the days of the week. So 1, I can do 11, I can do 12, I can do 13, and no, that's not going to be possible, is it? Alrighty, so never mind, we're not gonna use these because there's not enough 1s in here for me to do, or 2s for that matter, for me to do the whole month. So let's go back to plan B and we'll use these circle ones, and I'll figure out something else for the other section. Alrighty, so that's done. I realized as soon as I stamped this Monday that it was not supposed to be here, so I don't know what I'm gonna do with that. I'll put a sticker or something over it. But those sections are done now, and every night before I go to bed, I just jot down a little sentence and I can look back over the month and see how things went. And then now I need to come over here to the health section and do something similar. So, do I want to use the same days of the week? I don't know. You know, maybe what I'll do instead of stamping is use these day stickers. These, this is from the planner, I think this is from the planner kit, maybe. Or maybe the add-on kit, or maybe no, this is from the planner. All right, guys, so my iPhone video is just randomly turning off on me and really pissing me off. It turned off mid-sentence. What I was telling you was that this page of stickers is from the planner kit, and instead of using these dates in the second half of my Dori booklet, I'm going to use them in my monthly, September monthly calendar, which comes undated. And so what I decided to do was use these, instead of stamping the days of the week again, I decided to use these day of the week stickers. And then I used these stamps, number stamps from Scraptastic Club. I'm not sure if Scraptastic's website is still up and running, if the company is still together. If they are, these stamps are from the October 2016 Plan On It kit, and I just love the style of the numbers. They're really cool. So I used the days here and the stamps here, and I talked all the way through it thinking that you were listening to me and watching, and then I go to turn off the camera and realize that it was never running in the first place. So whatever. Here it is, the second half of the Dori booklet. So this is, again, this is my health tracker section where I'm just going to sort of do, not tracker really, but more journaling. I started with Saturday, I laid the stickers down, and then I used, again, the Cocoa Daisy blue ink and used those stamps to date these pages. So this is not my favorite, but you know, it'll work, it'll do. So I put that up in the front of my planner right behind the September dashboard. So that's going here. And then the next thing will be to make my front art piece, and that will be in the next segment. And maybe I'll learn how to work my video at that point. Wouldn't that be great? Yeah. Okay, so if you stick around for that, I'll see you in just a moment. All right, you guys, so here is the planner all done. I have a swag from Fur and You on the front, a large silver ollie clip, one of my favorite pen gems clipped in the side. You can see my tabs. On the bottom here I have monkey knot from Studio Signet and an owl charm from Colibri Charms. And here's my top view. And let's do a flip and see how the whole thing turned out. So the inside cover holds just some decorative paper and a journaling card that came with the Cocoa Daisy kit. And here is my front piece that I ended up making. I had a really hard time this month trying to figure out exactly what to do. The die cuts and the stuff just didn't speak to me. So it took me a while to figure it out, and I ended up cutting some of this blue background and the owl from the free printables from Cocoa Daisy, and then same with the, I cut an extra layer. I don't know if you can see an extra layer of the moons. You can see maybe that they're doubled there. Same thing, and then I put the owl on with a little bit of puffy tape, foam tape, so he would stand out a little bit. So I'm happy with it. I think it turned out good. One of the dashboards on the back. And then, as always, the Cocoa Daisy Dori booklet has been cut up and put up here on the front. So you've already seen this, but there's the journaling section, which actually yesterday was September 1st. Hello, I just completely forgot that it's actually September now, since I started using this planner at the beginning of the week. And I've been used to not writing anything in it yet because the 1st wasn't until yesterday. So I got to go back, put back stuff in there. So here's how this section turned out. And then I took out the pages in the middle that I don't use. Rather than have them there in the way, I just took them out. So here's the health tracking section, which I need to go back and put in for yesterday. You might hear my cat crying at me in the background. There we go. And then again, I took out the pages in the back that I don't use. So, you know, why have them there? Here's my monthly 2018 section, a piece of the vellum. And I put the September bookmark before September because I don't like to have it right here where I have to flip it from side to side to be able to see. I want to just open the whole month and see it. I'm using these foldable inserts from Peanuts Planner Co. Because going down to A6, I was afraid that just this much space, the boxes for the months would be too small. And I wanted to be able to write a little bit larger and fit more things in it. So I went ahead, and these are undated, which is nice because you can buy them once and use them over and over again. So I went ahead and printed enough for the whole year, and I printed them back to back. So here's September, and when September is over, October is actually going to be on the back of that, and then this will open here. And then when October is done, November is on the back of that, and then there's November. So it just goes all the way through, and you can see where some things that I know are for sure happening in months that haven't come yet, I've gone ahead and put down in pen, and then things like the dates and other things are just in pencil. And when it comes time to actually decorate those months, then I'll erase the pencil and put everything in pen. So I used, again, some washi tape from Simply Gilded and Cocoa Daisy, the date numbers that came in the kit, the September decoration, and then I just used a stamp to put these boxes here just in case I need to jot things down. This calendar is primarily for work stuff, although I do have some personal items in it also. So these are all done all the way back to June, I think. Actually, maybe July. I might have a whole year in here. Here's my pen that's clipped in. This is, I'm using, I should have said at the beginning, I'm using an A6, a number 3 Foxy Fix wide notebook in amethyst. This is discontinued leather, and it's the old style. I shouldn't say old because they're still making it. It's the original style with the secretarial pockets, and there is a pen loop attached, but because this is actually an elastic notebook and I have this ring mechanism held in here, the rings make the inserts stick out, and so I can't actually use the pen loop. So that's why that's there, but I have this clipped in instead. So after my monthly comes my weekly section. I have a piece of acetate from the Cocoa Daisy kit, and it came this month with these flags and moon stickies. So I thought this would be a good place to house those, and you'll see how I've already started using some of the moons ahead. And again, same thing with my today marker. I've actually put it before the week because this was this week, because I don't want to have to flip it back and forth to see one side or the other. I just want to, know where it is. So I can use the tab to find it, and then I just flip over one more page and there I am. So again, this is Peanuts Planner Co. A week on 2 pages. It's the days are on the side, and then this was just a big empty grid space with a tracker. And I added this little tip in from, again, the Cocoa Daisy printables. It came with this pattern on it, and I was using this part for meal planning, and the outside just had what the dates were. I could do pretty much anything with that. I am not sure about this insert, only because the boxes are so small that my stickers from the Cocoa Daisy kit, I can really only fit 2 of them in a box, but sometimes I have more than 2 things happening, and so I'm not sure how to do that. And I don't want to not use stickers because I really they come in the kit and I love them. So I may switch to a different layout, more of a week on 2 pages where the boxes are larger. We will see how that goes. But right now I divided, this was one long box, and I divide it in half using just a ruler and a pen, and I have my work appointments over here, and then stuff I need to remember and just personally over on the right side. So I may or may not finish out the month with this. We will see how it goes, but I do have them all, I do have the weeks all printed out. And here you can see where next week I already know there's some things happening at school. They scheduled an 8th grade meeting at 11:30 on Tuesday, and I've got to update my website and turn in my lesson plan, and so this is sort of my forward planning on here for the next week, and then also for the week after that when they just say things are popping up. So here are these. This is really cute. I kind of do want to finish out the month using these. I just don't know if it's going to work. We will see. After that section, I have a new section that I've added for social media posts. So here's another piece of that acetate, which is against the white paper. It's just gorgeous. I am on the Daily Fox design team. Any of you guys out there who are Foxy Fix fans, I hope that you are following the Daily Fox and that you are posting with us our photo challenge. So for this week, this is a content planner from, again, Peanuts Planner Co. And I put down the Daily Fox prompts for the week, and then That way they're easy for me to find, and I can make sure that I post every day as well if I can. I also, since I'm so in love with Cocoa Daisy, I'm not on their team, but I love trying to do their planner challenge as well. So their prompts for the week are here. And then I am on the PR team for Fur and You, and I try to make sure that I post a couple of times, at least a couple of times a week, drawing attention to Lisa's products because they are just simply amazing. And I actually did do more than this one post. It just did not get written down. So this actually has been very helpful to me this week, and I'm glad that I tried out this system because I used to have like each prompt written on each day, and then I was having to check it off, and or I had it back in the up in the front here, pasted down on one of the pages that I wasn't using in the Dori, and there was a lot of flipping back and forth, and I couldn't find it. And here I can see all the social media stuff that I want to keep up with in one place. So I think this is going to work nicely. I need to go ahead and set up for the next week tomorrow. After that is a place for expenses. I have got to get my spending under control. So I just downloaded an expense printable, and I'm just writing down every dime so I can try to figure out where my money is going. Spoiler alert, I'm pretty sure it's planner stuff. But you know, I got to figure out where else my money is going because it's just ridiculous that I seem to not ever have any. After expenses are bills, and this is just a place where I just write down every month when I pay my bills so I can make sure that I paid all of them, because some of them, they're all electronic, but I don't have them, all of them automatically taken out, so I have to just remember to pay them in the middle of the month. So that's here. And then I have a final section for shop codes. I shop from several places, and I want to make sure that I write down my friends' codes and other people's codes so that I can save a little bit of money when I go shopping for planner stuff. So there you go. In the back pocket, I have the small stickers from Cocoa Daisy that all came in all the kits that I subscribed to. You see what I mean about I love these, and moving to this small size has all of a sudden made me think like, wow, can I use all these? Because the pages are so much smaller. I'm gonna have to get creative about the stickers because I really do like those. And there you go, guys. That is a whole flip of my September setup. This is my first time in this size. I really do love, that was supposed to say, how portable and easy this is to carry and write in. It's a little bit of a shock getting used to going smaller from having been in a larger size. So yeah, there you go. And I'm going to, give me 1 second, I'm gonna run downstairs and grab the little bag that I'm using this month so you can see how I carry this around with me all the time. Okay, I'm back. So here are all the planner items that I carry around with me daily. My planner, of course, and then I always have a zipper bag. This one was from actually the August Cocoa Daisy kit, but the colors and the gold I felt went really well with September, so I'm using it again. This planner charm actually came in the kit also, but I'm using it as a zipper pull. And the bag is to carry my like on-the-go supplies. So I have washi tapes in here, and I have my X-Acto knife in here, and I've got pens in here, and washi samples. Let's see what else is down there. A pencil, an eraser, my, what do you call these? Tweezers for putting down small stickers, and a small pair of scissors. So if I am out somewhere, and I need to lay down a piece of washi or whatever, this is here. If I never use this on the go, it's still nice to have it all in one place so that on planning day, which is usually Sunday for me, I can just grab this bag and know that everything is in it for me to sit down and do my layout. So I can do it in front of the TV, or I can sit up here in my craft room, or wherever I want to be. So this goes inside my tote bag. And to carry my planner, I'm using this beautiful canvas bag that came from Cocoa Daisy this month. This was included as part of the kit, and I absolutely adore it. It is the perfect size to hold my planner. pop it right in there. And in addition to that, I'm also carrying the large sheets of stickers these are all from the sticker subscription, which I have got to figure out how to use these large stickers in this small planner because I love them and I don't want to give up the subscription, so I got to figure this out. This page comes from either the planner or the planner add-on, I forget. And so these go in here also. Let's see. And then I'm also carrying in this bag this plastic photo case, and this carries all my clips and accessories for the month. I choose from my stash the colors that I want to use, and I keep them all in here. And some of them do stay in there actually, and I just took them out for the flip. Some of them I just use as photo props, but I just love to have them. So they stay in this little box, and then this box stays in here. There's just enough room. There we go. Just enough room to fit all of those items in there. And then this just drops down in my tote bag that I take to work with me every day, along with this bag. So there you go, guys. There's my whole September setup. I hope that you've enjoyed watching either the whole or parts of this video. And if you have any questions about any of it, leave me a question or comment down below and I will get back to you. I will see you next month. Happy September, everybody.